there, and it ends here to be taken.
This is a huge one. I'm buzzing about this. I'm here with a mate called Mike, who works regularly with Leica. I'm here with Ivor from Red Dot Cameras, and I'm here with Frank Smith. And we're going to spend 4 days here, which is hopefully plenty of time to spend in Wetzlar, which is exactly where we are at the Leica headquarters. I've been wanting to do this for ages, and I've seen so many wonderful trips that people have had out here and how impactful it's been for them. So it's so nice to come to this place finally. You know, Leica is what threw me into photography. I've always enjoyed it, but I'm a filmmaker at heart. And when I came across Leica lenses, I started shooting Leica lenses on video. I was like, I've got to get into the photography side of this as well. I've loaded up a load of black and white film, Tri-X. I've got the M11 monochrome as well. I mean, between us all, we do have quite a silly amount of kit, but it's been fun to try and plan this whole video. And there's another couple of videos within this, so I don't know which one's coming out first. Might be out already, you might have seen it, you might not care for it, but this video is going to be about all 4 days, long format, and I think that's what you guys tend to like. Long format is what I like too. I like settling into an hour video or 2 hour video on someone's trip, and yeah, I'm going to bring you along for the ride.
Hang on. Something's in the wrong position.
Yeah.
I'm gonna throw my jacket a little bit.
Stay like that.
Pretty comfy. So I've now got to pack a little bag. We're going to head into town, go to Wetzlar, and see a few historic things that Frank says are good options and worth seeing. And we'll probably snap a bit as well. I think I'm going to take the monochrome and the M6. I've been shooting Tri-X and still going to shoot a ton of Tri-X. And yeah, we'll just go shoot a little bit of street. Have a couple of jars maybe, and have a nice eve before all the interesting stuff happens tomorrow.
Off non-sneakers.
You're a natural, man. You're actually natural. Ivor's been very intrigued by the wallpaper in our bedrooms, which is also on this wall in this room here. And it's got one of the original Leica 1As.
Yeah, it's the 1A.
Yeah.
I'm sure it is, because this is the hockey stick, look. It's the arm from the hockey stick release. Interesting to see.
As you walk in on the right of the store, it would look really nice on that wall.
She's coming with us.
Some people think it's just a piece of artwork in the foyer, wouldn't they?
display.
Why's there a Rolex? Oh, you got it that way?
Yeah.
And there was another one, a New York copper, and the shadow looked like they had his long...
Look at that. Thank you. How lovely.
Nearly white glove service right there.
Yeah, nearly. half slam it though. I'm rattling the eardrums. I mean, this is going to be the nerdiest trip of my life.
Absolutely.
Can't wait.
It's funny. Sarah said before we left, or she's like, you're gonna have a good time,
Like that.
And you're going to nerd out.
and you're gonna nerd out the whole time.
What are we seeing here, Frank?
Right. You can see that it looks like it's two parts, right? So they built the Romanesque part first and ran out of money. It's the only cathedral in Germany that's actually both Romanesque and Gothic at the same time. It's actually really important architecturally.
And then worked for Ari in Munich.
You did the design for the M4P and M6, yeah?
M6 in those days.
Yeah.
The M4 was before.
With the first M6s, they used the M4P chassis mechanisms to make the very first M6s.
That could, yeah, okay.
Stefan, because I had my technician open it, and he verified it is a genuine M6 and not an M4P shoe.
Yeah,
Spot on.
okay.
And you could have
very interesting.
built it.
Oh yeah,
Close focus.
that's the close focus. We're in it.
We're in it. How
That's
close can I
nice.
actually get? Go as close as you possibly can.
That is as close as I can possibly go.
So close focus 50mm with the light lens lab.
That's me on your eye right there. Bang.
Yeah. So you're macro mode.
Yeah. Let's say there.
I reckon that's quite similar.
That's about-
the Q3
Just about
might
the same,
just
but yeah.
Yeah.
just top it.
Might barely, but yeah.
Yeah, I look drunk. I haven't even had a beer yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, this is cool up here. There's some nice stuff happening here.
Nice town, isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful. This little courtyard. There's definitely some gems in there.
Actually, it's got AGEL on the shoe.
So this says he buys historical Leica cameras for the highest price.
No, just from attack, just ordinary.
And we all have tea and coffee together. never tell if you're exposed properly. Carnage. That looks nice up there.
Here the decision was made in 1924. Ernst Leitz II decided in 1924 the Leica camera, which was invented by Oscar Bardak, would be produced. And that plaque's been there for ages. Yeah, we can stay a while, it'll cool down.
Frank, if we've got a parking ticket, it's done. It's already happened.
You've already paid for it, might as well get your money's worth.
Yeah, right. Unless they tow it, that's the only.
The 21 that you're using there, I had one of those which I dearly loved. Such a gift.
Yeah.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers. Cheers. Skull, or whatever they say.
Salud.
So I wrapped it. I would have liked it in a darker green.
It's been an amazing day. Absolutely blown away with some of the history of this place. And I actually haven't seen another camera brand on the street. Anyone that we've walked past has been a Leica user. It's really unique. And it just emphasizes that whole Leica sort of Leica community. And it can always seem a bit cliche saying Leica community, but actually it really does have its perks in that way. Like, people just come up to you and talk to you, and you just bond over the same thing. Doesn't matter upon your political view, your beliefs, your religions, anything like that. People just share an interest, and it's so nice to see people share passion together. And I've said this on the channel before, but walking around somewhere new with a camera in your hand, your senses are just heightened. They're tingling the whole time. You're looking everywhere. You're taking everything in. It's so nice to be able to actually do that for once with people that really appreciate the brand. We have really, really nerded out today. And out of the three guys that I'm with, you know, I know the least about Leica. And I feel like I know a lot, but I really know the least. I'm learning so much. And I'm just having the best time. We just had a couple of beers, a nice Schnitzel. It'll be the first of many of the trip, I'm sure. And we're going to head back to Wetzlar in a minute. Maybe have a nightcap. Still fairly early here, but we're all pretty wiped from getting up early. So yeah, just feel very, very blessed right now. And yeah, lucky to be doing what I'm doing.
Things when you get to see the bit after, you're like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
Day 2. Just had an amazing breakfast. Hash brown's a bit cold, sausages on point, good coffee as well. And we're about to head over to the main park where we're gonna go and chat with Stefan Daniel. And he's gonna take us through the M camera. I mean, he is Mr. M himself. That is gonna be pretty phenomenal. And then we're also gonna see the M lens assembly line, so that's gonna be awesome. Hoping to as well dip in some archives, see some of the history behind Leica. That's gonna be a real eye-opener. And then later on my sort of what I think will be potentially the highlight of my trip is speaking with Peter Karbe, one of the head lens designers at Leica. The Leica lenses, the reason I got into Leica, it wasn't necessarily the cameras, you know, that did obviously follow pretty quickly afterwards. Yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing to pick the minds of some of these brilliant people and just have a bit more of the same as yesterday, really. Having a whale of a time. But anyway, day 2, let's kick it off.
Stefan. How you doing? I'm well. How are you? The serial number, look.
Yeah, and it's also a little possible. In this room. Okay. Otherwise, my next. And then I will have a complaint that there's dust in the finder. Santa Claus.
Thank you.
Very good.
It's amazing. From the outside, you don't realise how vast this building is. And when you're in here, it is huge. It's absolutely enormous.
For the camera assembly is we start at this end of the room and it's finished on this room. Here, for the sensor assembly, it's the other way around. It starts here and it ends here to be taken for the camera assembly. Yeah. So, this is the image sensor. Darf ich den anfassen? The sensor board on the rear. This copper plate, yeah, not copper but copper, is a heat sink because the sensor produces heat, and we want to get the heat away from the sensor. That's why this big copper plate is in the rear. So what we see here is the production line for our digital M cameras. So all the M11 family. So what we get is a pre-assembled set of, or a sub-assembly. Then, step by step, the camera is being finished, and it always moves left, right, left, right, left, right. Yeah? Yeah. And we now, in June, we're going to celebrate the millionth M produced since 1954. This is because we took 71 years to make 1 million M. So, and then she does the first calibration, and the machine will tell her, okay, put this there and this there, live view, and also the power consumption is being checked and things like that. And here, and I think that's particularly interesting for the 100 years story, because an M6, MA or MP camera, which we all produce, basically has the same shutter principle like the Leica 1 from 1925. Yeah. It's a cloth, rubberized cloth focal plane shutter with one big drum and two little drums. And the little two drums are spring-loaded. And so this principle, invented by Oskar Barnack, has never changed, and it's still in production after 100 years. Darf ich mal eine Kamera rausnehmen? Ja?
Das ist ohne Decke, aber das sind schon.
Ja, ich wollte ohne mal zeigen. So this is also the pre-assembled camera. That is going to be an M6. Yes, right. So this is the big drum I told you. Yeah, and these are the little the smaller ones, spring-loaded. And the trick here is to this width of the slot that determines the shutter speed. So if it's very close together, it's like 1,000, and it's fully open only at a 50th of a second. That's the synchronized time when the width of the slot here is the entire image frame. That's how it works. Yeah.
Amazing to think that even 100 years ago there was the thinking and the technology to generate something of such precision.
Yeah, yeah.
This is August 1925, supplied to a London dealership.
Oh, right.
Yeah, we found that out, but we're going to go to the archives and then do everything. But this is an upgrade to an Elmar, a different shutter mechanism. This is original.
Modernisiert worden.
Ah ja, hab ich schon
Ja, und die ist original. Das hört man an dem...
That's 555 and that's 753.
Better.
Wow.
The Wizards of Wetzlar and the latest product.
Anastigmat.
Oh, that's
Dann
priceless.
wurde das umbenannt in Elmax und später Elmar. Und von dem Elmax gibt es auch noch ein ganz paar
Okay,
aus
eine kurze Zeit.
1925, ganz sehr selten.
And we discovered about the cassette sizes. I've been sending in photos. I've photoed inside.
Yeah.
Also, I've been conversing. I have 3 of the small cassettes. I said, if you want me to
They
send
are
them.
essential to use it.
And he said, no, someone else was going to send in the cassettes. Yeah, he's a lovely
That
gentleman.
probably Anton, you will meet.
Yeah.
We'll meet him today. He's
Yeah.
absolutely terrific, and he has an amazing story coming from Russia.
That was truly amazing. We've just seen the whole M system assembly line and got to hear a few fun facts about it, see how they work. Every station has its own unique thing. And as soon as it's done, it's ticked off, registered, documented, and then passed on to the next stage. And just to see it all done by hand, it's mind-blowing. It's absolutely mind-blowing, the precision that these cameras go through. And yeah, it just feels very unique. I'm really lucky to be here. Some seriously special moments as well. You know, hearing them talk about these 100-year-old cameras, which there's another video on. Yeah, mind blown. We're about to go and have a look at the lenses, and that is going to excite me potentially even more. Again, seeing the assembly lines of how the lenses are actually put together and seeing people hand polish each element it's going to be nuts. These are part of the Noctiluxes. Seeing those lenses was crazy. The way they do each element, they grease it up. They have like little sort of electronic ticks to show that it's absolutely perfect. And yeah, it's such an insight. And now we're walking down the Leica Hall of Fame. I mean, some of these images, they are blown up big. I mean, that's the other thing. It's like, of course, like the cameras and the lenses are amazing, and that's kind of what you're expecting to see, but you forget that there is just some of the most iconic imagery around the place and displayed incredibly. Look at this. Beautiful, that grain is blown up to that level as well. It's just such a treat. It's a real like attack on the eye. It's just like drawn into every image. And yeah. I can't stop smiling. Just had the most amazing lunch. Chicken burger, chips, bang, bloody good. And I'm now in the classic store,
And yeah, the reason for being here, actually, God, there's some such nice lenses here. The reason for being here is because I want to see if they have the black version of this lens. I got this off someone from eBay, and they didn't tell me about it, but it was pretty butchered and pretty banged up. It needed quite a lot of repairs. I guess that's the risk you take when you're on eBay. He says he didn't know about it, but there was so much wrong with it, and someone had tampered with it beforehand, apparently, when it went in for repair. So I'm going to see if I can get the black version as well, because it's lighter, and just get rid of any of this sort of memories of this lens, because it's just not been good ones. So yeah, when you do buy off eBay, absolutely check the lens through, because even if these people are selling it and they're aware there are a few defects or not, it still might not work. So yeah, we're gonna go see what we can get now. But I mean, look at some of this stuff. Oh yeah, that's the other annoying thing, is I have a Mini Lux. It's been great for a while. Just got my first EO2 message. So that's not good. So I have to send it off for repair. Yeah, look at some of these. The mini zoom, that's classic. There's a 24 Summilux in red dot cameras at the moment. I hadn't seen one until the other day. It's quite tasty, actually. What's everyone's thoughts on the Tri-Elmar as well? Never really been a fan myself. I like a prime, but interesting design nonetheless. That's awesome. It's in amazing condition.
Yeah, but yeah, interesting next to each other, 1 and 2. But they have the different release. The condition of the paint on yours is very nice. Mine is worn. Also, this one someone had flash sync added.
Yeah, what we can do is we'll find the original books that show when they left the factory, and we could place them on top of those pages. Yeah.
Where do you want me to sit? This side?
I'd like you to sit this side, please.
This is your one.
Why we're so far over this way. We've just left the archives. There's some mind-blowing kit in there. Some amazing projectors, old VHS camcorders, super rare M bodies. And also we found out some amazing news that gets released on the 18th of June, which is going to be mental. But yeah, that was really cool. Obviously a big part of the reason we're here is to bring back a 100-year-old camera to Leica on its 100th birthday. So we're now heading over to the Leica Cafe, and we're gonna celebrate the birthday of those cameras and have some good conversations, and again, some more nerding out. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, that's what I want.
That is wild. Right, you want to chat some video for it?
Yeah, mate. Let's do
do it. Clicked in.
You see those heat waves? The heat waves are crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's so far away.
We are heading back into the Leica store because we're going to go sit down with Peter and talk to him about lenses.
3, 2, 1, action.
So my name is Peter Karbe. I'm 67 years old and I joined Leica as an optical designer. Now it's 39 years ago. Next year perhaps I will celebrate 40 years. Small, compact, fast and high precision, high image quality. Yes, and that's very important. Not only to design a lens but also to produce a lens. And with this quality, the older lenses are still valid to be used with high resolution sensors, because you can see the character itself of the lens is pure character. As I explained, aberration control is a kind of Leica look, and the production control is a Leica look, part of it, yes.
Well, speaking of the Leica look, my personal favorite lens is the 50mm Noctilux 0.95.
Okay.
Tell me, is there any ideas to expand the Noctilux range?
As fast as a lens, as big as a lens need to be. And this is in contradiction to our design targets to have compact lenses. I know this 0.95 is not small, but in comparison to other vendors, it's a small lens, yes? And so a 35, for example, Noctilux is not so easy because you have a wider angle and not easy to control, and we need new technologies or additional technologies to keep it compact. Let's see what the future will bring. Yeah, there's open space, I would say. Yeah.
That was insane. Absolutely insane. That's bucket list stuff. So yeah, buzzing about that. We brought out so much kit with us, you know, bounces, negs, lights, stands, and just the timing, how it works. Sometimes you've got to just get on with it, and hopefully it looks all right. But I mean, doesn't matter if the cameras weren't even rolling or there was no audio. Like, that was just purely such a nice experience for Mike and I, and something that we talked about before this trip. And yeah, to have that time with Stefan this morning and then Peter just then, yeah, it's honestly, we're truly lucky. So yeah, hopefully that'll be great. The full interview will be on another video, so if it's out, it'll be up here in the corner. If it's not out, then it won't be up there, but it will definitely be out soon. So yeah, fascinating guy, and a lot of history.
Good place for taking lens on the end of the handrail, you know, all that sort of stuff.
Wow. Been eating so well out here, so just needed a bit of coffee this morning, which I've loaded up on caffeine, ready for a full day. Needed just to wake up, get sharp, and now we're going to head into the museum. We didn't have a chance to see that yesterday. There's a beautiful street photography exhibition that I really want to have a look at. I'm trying to show you some of those images. Some unbelievable photographers there, and then we're going to go hopefully dive back into the archives as well again, and also see the darkroom they have here. So some fun stuff today. Really buzzing about it.
looking for one of Frank's books for quite a while, and they're really hard to come by. And they had the last one here. And he very sweetly went and picked it up for me, paid for his own book. He's done some incredible work. I'll leave Frank's details in the description below. The Leica Freedom Train story is amazing. It's a project that he's been working on for 25 years. It shows from some of the images. Really powerful stuff. But that was the Leica Museum, from what you saw.
But just try that in hand. You don't mind, yeah.
Yeah.
It's light anyway. I gotta get on the flash game, dude. The strobe games. I know you like constants. No. Well, I mean, I'm trying to get a studio-ish shot here, but using the sun as a rim light, so like people.
Your lighting has to be intentional. It's either extremely intentional and done in a really good way, but it's very easy to be done in a really cheesy.
In terms of history of art.
Yeah, right. No.
But it has a
Crazies. Here, you come in.
I can only get I've got 1.2 meters to be for close focus.
Love that sound. It's so good, right?
Wow.
So good.
Frank, explain what we've just seen.
That is the actual first prototype from Oscar Barnett, 1914. That is it. The Leica, meaning prototype. That's the one and only. That's it.
That was pretty mind-blowing. Oh, nerd heaven.
really exciting. We've driven about 15 minutes out of Wetzlar, and we are at Michael Leitz's house. I mean, how amazing is this? We're going to take some portraits, and we're at his studio where he has all these sculptures. He's a sculptor in his own time, and they're absolutely beautiful. A lot of them are family members. And yeah, Frank is now going to have an interview with him. And I'm sure we're going to get some beautiful nuggets of information about some of the history behind the Leitz family. And yeah, very blessed to be here. It's a bit of a pinch me moment again. Feels like we're getting a couple of those a day at the moment. We are shooting the interview on my Canon C80, and we've hidden the logo. We're using the 75 Noctilux 125. Then got the SL2S, shooting about 21 here. And what we've been using to take the images with is the M6, 35 Sonolux titanium, the Noctilux with the MP, and the 1.4 times magnifier to make sure you nail that focus. The SL3 with the Light Lens Lab close focus, the M11 monochrome, and actually I've mainly been using the 28 Sonolux with that. And what a setup. Yeah, so if you can't take beautiful imagery here, what can you do? Just wrapped. It was great. It was absolutely unbelievable. I think actually, although I love taking portraits and filming and setting up interviews, etc., sometimes the nicest parts come at the end of the shoot when all the cameras are put down and it feels incredibly genuine, and people are just, when you share a passion over something, I've already said this before, but you can just talk and talk and talk. I love art. He is obviously mad on his art and his sculptures, and we love photography. So yeah, it was great. It was incredible. Took the time with us. You know, we signed his book, and yeah, and he talked us through some of the individual pieces that him and his father have done. God, the photos they've got of it, as you can imagine, in the archives. It's just such history. Yeah, we're well, it's 5:15. I'm okay, but I haven't had a beer yet, so. Yeah, it feels like we need to sort that out quite quickly. So let's head back to the park and get one of those down us.
Cheers, Bobby. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Thank you so much. Beautiful.
Read the
Ross.
Welcome to the Wetzlar Rowing Club. He didn't understand. You'll be rewarded to use it. I said, so now he has a video of Ivor Cooper. You know the story of the 126. We own the 126.
You can tell he's done this for a while.
Oh yeah, so you know it's old.
Yeah. It's the Daguerreotype.
Yeah. So, designed by Ernst Leitz III. It's called Olympia.
Yeah.
And he tried to design a boat which is going very smooth through the water.
Right.
Yeah. And this was the.
It's a single man, yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you very much once again.
Thank you for coming over.
No.
Little stories like childhood and how, like just the story of how you became so interested in these cameras. I don't think I've ever heard that or seen that even spoken about.
It's been a nice evening. Had a beautiful dinner with some wonderful faces, wonderful stories told. And I feel very, very lucky. You had a nice time, Ivor?
Fantastic time. It's you know, the Leica rep Mark Symes, when you ask him, how's it going? He says, living the dream. Well, actually, I think that's what's happened the last 3 days. Okay?
Cheers.
Gentlemen.
Uncle Frank.
Cheers. L'chaim.
Papa Ivor as well.
I can't read.
Salud.
Cheers.
Salud,
Cheers.
amor y pesetos. Y tiempo para gastarlo.
It was beautiful this morning, and now it's just started to calm down. But it was an early start. I had a lot to pack, and I'm a terrible packer. I get so distracted.
And there it is. Look at that. I saw a thumbnail sheet. He used one roll on the film. The last frame. Oh, really? Yeah, he drew on it, and that is the last frame. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it is. It was only a raw picture of the year, and
I'm not
pulled out.
Yes, yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, other great scene I've seen. I think I see a video also, maybe just been a thumbnail. There's a couple on a beach with a sun umbrella. Trying to close it and showing it, and he walks up the hill with the umbrella. That's my favourite. Yeah, for this picture, but that strip,
Yeah.
or like a storyboard. It's incredible, absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Penny, it was funny because you asked me what's my favourite photographer, and what did I say?
You said earlier, right? Yeah, I know.
I remember making those in the day.
Yeah, you will see it's incredible. Oh my god. Really does. Look at these colors. Same pulse. Chrome or chrome positive paper. It was Sumilux 35.
Harry. Yeah, he's great.
Oh yeah, he's more of a museum.
He
as well.
Yeah. Wow. That was in the M6 brochure.
It looks like a painting. Look at this skin tone together with shadows and window light and so.
It was a super contrasting process.
It does. So he's storing his slides and masks already prepared for things. America.
Yeah. I recognize the strip mall. Yeah. God, it's the whole country there.
It was, as I said, that could be anywhere USA.
Isn't it? That's amazing.
Yeah. You don't see that much anymore.
Well, this is cinema, and this is movie. Yeah.
No smoking.
Beautiful grain on that.
Yeah.
Beautiful grain.
Access success.
Stuff.
This film is up there with the archives.
So cool. This is the Dalek.
This is the back.
The one and only in such a size, vintage print.
Being Cuban, I have feelings about this.
Could you describe your feelings to the audience?
We've come to the end of the trip. Yeah, I can't get over how amazing this has been. The people, the places, the energy, the cameras, the lenses. I mean, just blown away by it all, completely blown away. And it's just been a hell of an experience. I don't even know who to begin to thank. It's unbelievable. I guess a huge thanks to obviously everyone here at Leica. Frank for organizing this trip, Ivor for all his support ever since I started YouTube, which was still only a few years ago. Mike for helping me capture all this footage, and God, it's given me a headache to think how much we're gonna have to edit. But I guess by this point of you watching it, that headache would have gone, the footage will be edited, and you would have seen everything. So yeah, I just am so grateful for everyone here, so grateful for everyone on the other side of this screen who's watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I love long format videos. I love all the YouTubers that produce content around film photography, Leicas, etc. And yeah, it's just an amazing community, and I feel very, very lucky. And I can't wait to come back to this amazing place. You know, it's a beautiful, beautiful building, very unique, and we've just had the best time. So yeah, massive thanks to the Music Bed for supplying all the music. You know, without them, this would just be me ranting on, chatting rubbish. So yeah, I will see you all in another video. Thank you again for watching.